We are back inside the Blue Zone. I am joined by both the Sun and Joel A. Erickson as we are going to hear to talk about the Giants. A little bit of a surprise both with the weather and the quarterback situation. How surprised were you to hear that Joe Flacco would be quarterbacking today?
After Anthony Richardson didn't practice on Friday, I wasn't really surprised that they ended up pulling him. I am surprised a little bit that after we didn't really see him go out, that this is kind of where we are. He's got back spasms. Anybody who's had back spasms knows that can be really, really difficult to deal with. They're going with Flacco. It changes the offense quite a bit. It's just surprising anytime a quarterback gets hurt and you didn't see him get hurt in the previous game.
It's really interesting because I think we were all surprised to see him get, just not practice earlier in the week and then this situation. But things turned out to be pretty good for Joe Flacco weather-wise. I know we were a little concerned before, but with a pass-first quarterback, how good can this now be as opposed to us being a little concerned last night?
Yeah, it was looking for a long time this week like it was going to be pouring, and you think, okay, you have to run the ball. I think Flacco's probably okay in the weather just because he's done it a lot in Baltimore, but the sun's out right now. There's a lot of chances to, I think, get completions to Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. The offense changes so much when Flacco's in charge of it, in terms of it becomes a much more quick passing game, much more short, kind of trying to move the chains. You lose a little bit of the explosives, though.
Things are going to be a little more dynamic, though, with that air game ability, but also the ground game that we had last week against the Titans. How important is it going to be to just kind of exploit this second worst in the league Giants run defense?
Yeah, and that's a big key right there. Last week's defense, the Titans, that's a bad team overall, but they had a good rush defense going in. They were 6th in the league in yards per carry. This team is 28th in the league in yards per carry allowed. You would think you just hammer away with Jonathan Taylor. Now, one thing to watch, we have seen that they lose a little bit when they don't have the threat of the quarterback run, which you don't have, obviously, with Joe Flacco.
And without that threat of the quarterback, we are going to turn our eyes to the defense with just what they've been able to do. A different quarterback for the Giants as well. They've been having some real quarterback drama. Talk about some elementary stuff compared to what the Colts have been dealing with.
Yeah, they've got Drew Lock in there right now. I'm not sure if he's their primary backup or their secondary backup or if it's Tommy DeVito. But, they just had to go with somebody after they got rid of Daniel Jones. They don't really have anybody who knows who's played well. This is a team that's really, really struggled, and they can't really protect him. They've got Malik Neighbors is the one guy to watch. He's close to getting 100 catches as a rookie. Important guy to pay attention to, but the rest of the team, just not a lot there.
9 different offensive line combinations for the Giants as well. How important is it going to be for the confidence of this Colts defense to bounce back after a sort of fall apart last week against Tennessee?
Yeah, and the Giants offensive line is important because this Colts defense is based entirely around the defensive line. When DeForest Buckner is getting help from other people and they're rushing the passer, they usually play pretty well. When they're not, they don't. So beating up on that line, getting in Lock's face, that's going to be important.
All right, Joel, what are your keys to this game?
Well, the number one key is obvious. You just pound away with Jonathan Taylor. More than 200 rushing yards last week. He's got 1,129 yards on the season. You just go with him. You just give the ball to him many times as possible and stick there. Number 2, protect the old guy. No offense to Joe Flacco, but at 39, he's not as mobile as Anthony Richardson. The one thing the Giants defense does well is sack the quarterback. Dexter Lawrence has 9, Brian Burns has 8. They've got 41 overall. Flacco can't get out of that as much. You want to protect him. And then number 3, pick the lock. Drew Lock gave up 2 pick sixes last week against in their previous game. The Colts have 3 interceptions back-to-back weeks. Kenny Moore has got to be hoping that Drew Lock throws it in his area.
And with Kenny Moore, do you think this is going to be another instance of a breakout for him?
He's kind of been on a momentum rise right now. I wonder, though, if the Giants try to stay away from him like a lot of teams have done through most of the season.
Excellent. Joel A. Erickson of the Indy Star. Check out his work online, and we'll be right back here inside the Blue Zone.